What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. I'm Danielle, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you everything about this 2021 Buick Enclave Essence. It is a beautiful SUV. Vehicle has third row seating as well as two beautiful sunroofs, but let's go ahead and check out the outside and then a little bit of the inside. Let's go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check out the inside, but walking up to first here have your keyless entry, so you can go ahead and enter and exit your vehicle by one press of the button. You also have it on the passenger doors back here, all around the vehicle, but you'll have to have the key in your purse or pocket to be able to get into it. Have it started up, so let's go ahead and hop in and take a look up on the dash here. You can see that this Buick has 26,000 miles. Not too bad for a 2021. Let's go ahead and take a look over to our right here. You have your center screen and stereo controls. Of course, you also have your climate up here. You of course have a little bit of manual controls down below here, as well as it is touchscreen. Over here is all of your apps, so you can go ahead and check out those for whenever you need them. You have of course all of your radio stations, anything that you would need, including Spotify. But if we go ahead and take a look at the audio and radio, here you have your stations, you have your volume down below here. And then of course you can go ahead and go into more and adjust your AM, FM, SiriusXM, as well as Bluetooth audio. With Bluetooth audio, of course, you have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto right here. So you can go ahead and connect a phone through that and use those options. If we go ahead and go back onto home, we can go ahead into settings, and here you can access anything about the systems, your apps, as well as your vehicle. So here for your apps, this is where you can turn on and off your Apple and Android Auto, as well as of course you can adjust your navigation, phone, anything that you would need to know about that. Anything you need to adjust about the vehicle, you can find your valet mode right there. Anything that you would need to adjust. Let's go ahead and go back onto home. With having a Buick, you also can have your own profile, so you can go ahead and customize it to different drivers. So you can go ahead and create a profile so that it is all set up to your liking when you get into the vehicle. But you also have your Wi-Fi, navigation. Here you can go ahead and type in a destination and get there safely, as well as with using a Bluetooth device and connecting your phone. You can use Apple and Google Maps. Go ahead and use those. But it is nice to have a built-in GPS to the screen. Then we can go ahead and click on climate here. Down below, you have your front and rear. Go ahead and turn it on. Then you can go ahead and adjust your digital temperature, have it different temperatures or synced up temperatures. Go ahead and hit that, as well as you can go ahead and adjust your rear temperatures here by doing that, or you can also lock it for having children in the back and not wanting them to adjust the temperature. Go ahead and go back on home. That's pretty much the gist for everything. You of course have your camera view, but as well as you can also do that with putting it into reverse. We can go ahead and do that. You guys of course have your warning sensors, so you can go ahead and be aware when things are behind you. You have your hitch view, a trailer view, as well as your regular view. Go ahead and also turn the lines on and off to your liking. But let's go ahead and put the car back into park, and then we can go ahead and go back on home. But other than that, you of course have your rear climate, Amazon Alexa, Buick, and of course your OnStar services that come with Buick. But let's go ahead and check out these buttons on the sides here. Over here you of course have your hazard lights as four ways. Then you have your parking sensors, so you can go ahead and turn that on and off to your liking to warn you around you. You can go ahead and hit it off and then hit it back on. And then you of course have your traction control, all-wheel drive on and off, and then of course your mode. So you can go ahead and adjust your tow or tow and haul. Your tow is your regular, and then your tow and haul would be when you're hauling something in the back. And like I mentioned, down below here are your manual controls in case you don't want to use the touchscreen. Over here you have your engine start stop button. So you can actually go ahead and use your key fob to start up the engine that way. You have your lock, unlock, as well as your trunk release and remote start. Nice and convenient feature, as well as nice and convenient here. So you can go ahead and start up your Buick that way. But we can go ahead and set that one down there. Down below here is your manual climate controls. Something that doesn't have up on the screen is your heated seats. So you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger. You can go ahead and adjust that to your liking in the winter when it's nice and cold. But as well as you have your temperature. It does show up on the screen that you are adjusting it as well. Moving on from that, you have some charging ports as well as a USB, as well as even an SD card, so you can go ahead and download directions and things like that onto there and have it go right into your navigation system. And then over here you have your 2 cup holders, and then you can go ahead and actually shut this and have one concealed look, but you can go ahead and open them back up for when you need them. Then of course here you have your gear shift. The way you use it is a button on the side here. You can go ahead and go forward. There you're in neutral. To go into reverse, you can go ahead and go up and over, and then you're into reverse. You can see up on the screen. And go into drive, you can go ahead and just go all the way back. Then you're into drive, and then you also have drive low. You can go ahead and put it back into park by pressing P. And then in the center console here, you have a little cubby, so you can go ahead and remove that. Have nice storage underneath. Go ahead and put that back, and you have some storage here and here. Go ahead and put extra keys, gum, extra phone, purse, little things like that. Now the main feature of this Buick Enclave, not 1 but 2 sunroofs. So you go ahead and have a sunroof back there for the backseat people, and then you have a sunroof right here for yourself. You can go ahead and shut it, and then if you want to ever go ahead and have it open, go ahead and press this, and it opens right back up. And of course you have your openings, so you can go ahead and open that. Let in some nice fresh air and nice and easy to use. You can go ahead and do this, and it goes right back. And then of course you can also have it at a tilt standpoint, so you can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and close that. Nice and convenient, and close this of course when you need it. And of course right here you have a sunglass holder, and go ahead and store your sunglasses in there. Let's go ahead and check out the steering wheel here. Here you have behind, you have your plus and minus for your sports mode. So you can go ahead and use those while driving. As well as in front of the steering wheel on this side, you have your instrumental panel settings. So you can go ahead and actually adjust those.
Welcome to Sirius XM. It's all you'll ever need to hear everything you want.
So you can go ahead and adjust your radio stations. As you can see, I turned on Sirius XM, and it'll let you know what it's on. Then of course you have everything else like your trip, music, navigation, phone, and settings. So you can go ahead and adjust that to your liking. But your home is your miles per hour and how many miles you have left on your gas. Then of course you have your volume, so you can go ahead and turn that up and down. Over here you have your cruise control settings, nice and simple, as well as you have your hands-free calling and voice commands with Bluetooth audio and connecting a phone. But that's pretty much the gist for the steering wheel. You of course have your windshield wiper settings here. Go ahead and turn those on for the front and rear, as well as you have your turn signals. You have your exterior and interior lighting settings here, so you can go ahead and adjust that to your liking. As well as your exterior, you can go ahead and have it as auto, as well as of course your interior. Right here you have your parking brake, so you can go ahead and turn that on. It'll let you know up on the dash that is on. Then you can go ahead and release it by pressing in on the brake. Right here on the door panel, you of course have your window controls, as well as of course your auto press. So you can go ahead and put up and down the windows by one press of the button. And of course, you have your child lock and mirror controls. So you can go ahead and adjust the mirrors to your liking. Then the lock and unlock, of course. And then of course, let's go ahead and check out the interior. The interior of this Buick is a tan leather. And of course, you can go ahead and adjust the seats. It is of course automatic. So you can go ahead and use those to your liking. Go ahead and adjust the lumbar as well. Nice and convenient seating, and overall great area and space. But let's go ahead and check out the back seats. So we can go ahead and shut this. Take a look back here. Back here on the door here, you have a cup holder pocket as well as some storage down here. Go ahead and hop in and take a look. Here is your climate controls for the back. You have your auto and mode, as well as of course you have some charging ports down here. Go ahead and open that up if you need it, as well as you have two right here. You have some nice storage pockets right here and right there, as well as of course, like I mentioned, your sunroof. While this one does not actually open up to let some air in, it is a nice feature to have to let some light in. And then of course you have captain seatings here. You can go ahead and actually put up and down the armrest if you need them like that. If we go ahead and take a look, and we can go ahead and see the third row seats, go ahead and hit this, and then there you go, you have access to the third row seats. You can sit 3 people back here, so a total of 5 back here. Then you can of course have some cup holders and even some charging ports on either side, so you can go ahead and charge up your devices. But overall, nice roomy area, and then you can go ahead and easily put this back up for when you have a passenger right here. But I think that's the gist for the first, second, and third row. So let's go ahead and check out the trunk area. Go ahead and hit the button right under here. It'll automatically open up for you. So back here you have a nice clean area. You can go ahead and access an area underneath here for some storage. And then on the right side here, you have a charging port, as well as of course you have some hooks here for a storage. Then if you ever want even more storage than this, because there is a decent amount of storage with the third row up, you can go ahead and put the third row down, nice and easy. And there you have it with the third row down. You have a nice amount of storage, as well as on this side you do have a little handle there, so you can go ahead and exit the vehicle from the third row. But then you can go ahead and easily put it back up. There you go, done in a matter of seconds. And of course you can go ahead and unhook the third seatbelt and hook it back up here for storing it. But that's pretty much the gist for back here. Automatic close right here, so you can go ahead and press that. Easy close here. That's all I have for this Buick Enclave. We do not have this one available, but don't worry, we have tons of other vehicles. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.